I have Soul Guard. This is definitely one of my weaker champions. And heals. We have Reju from the start. Okay, so it opens up a Cold Guard opportunity. Flash Freeze, Razor Sharp Edges. Glacial Seal. Okay, this doesn't look too bad, except for the foregone powers, right? We have Dazed Talos, which... I guess the problem is hit points. Because Talos hits during that fight, that's where Cold Guard's hit points really can get really hurt. You kind of need to jump for him, but still get a thing if you want to do that. I have Sweeper Arcus and Consume Cards Seraph. That could be interesting. Okay, Light's Gift means you cannot take Cold Guard and go top floor, which you don't want to do anyway. But you could just put damage on the top floor. So like a, you know, an Animus. And you don't even need to block. Well, you need to have something there to block, like a Stewart, just for the light wings that Seraph could put there. So potentially, I mean, we haven't even seen the champ, but potentially Cold Guard bottom floor, Light's Gift top floor work pretty well. Precious Plating means we can go aggressive on trials though, but I think long term also means top floor. Yeah, okay. We didn't get Cold Guard, so we can go Dire Channel on top floor. Whoa, can we go Titan Channel? Is this how you play Titan Channel? A tank that is going to guaranteed full hit points. And your DPS doesn't die because they can't get hit. And then you don't need super heals because he comes out with 200. He's 210 hit points, right? Mm-hmm. So straight up, that's 15 turns against Seraph. Um, 14 turns of that. So you have a... wow. You have a guaranteed 2,800 damage. Over the 14 turns, you just need to have 1,200 damage behind you. So you just need to have 100 damage behind you to get that win. You need more than 100 damage just to clear the waves. Do you want a tank in front or a DPS behind? Well, he is the tank. So you want a DPS behind because he doesn't do anything while he's phased, and it takes a while to get 15 incants played, so you need to have a damage behind him. That's always been the problem, is that if you put a tank in front, you leak everything. Oh, I see what you're saying. I could go Dire Channel and he could be the damage. The biggest issue with Dire Channel is he is hitting one thing. The question is, how am I going to use Frost Totem? Probably not. That's not even a question. It's just a dead weight, you know, that you can play. It's just like another, you know, imp. If anything, we get a sweeper, and maybe if we have the energy that turn, we play it on the bottom. Otherwise, don't care. Especially since we don't... Because we're on top floor, we don't have to... You love Frost Totem? Yeah, I did too before it got nerfed, and now I just don't care. And before it got nerfed, I only loved it. Kind of. Excuse me. I think the biggest issue with Frost Totem is it doesn't have priority draw, so as soon as you bottom deck it, your strategy's kind of toast. Unless you have a really small deck, which is nice, and big draw, which is also nice. But if that's the case, you're probably winning on the other cards. Yeah, so one of the issues with Dire Channel is unless you've got Wildenton's other cards, or like we've got Razor Sharp, so there is an option there, but he's only hitting, best case scenario, if you can give his attack up, he actions into a unit and then attacks a unit. So you kind of get a multi-strike. It's not the greatest. You're wondering why my break was lasting so long, then you realised the stream had frozen. Oh, so you missed the part where I you added some evidence to my side of the fact that you mishear what I say. I didn't clip it, but I could say it again. Or I could clip it afterwards. I might clip it afterwards. Hey, look at that. The name moves disproportionately to the thing. I like that. Anyway, at any rate, welcome back, Kizra. Yeah, so I don't think you get good boss killing out of Dire Channel. It's really hard to wave clear with him. He does good cleanup though. I think I need to see if this is how you Titan Channel. It's only a 2-win streak. It's not really a streak. Gathered clergy with extra enemies. So they don't actually hit anything because they're dazed, but we don't kill them. But they don't hit anything, which is enough reason to take it. And we can kill some of them. And they're not actually that strong. The top floor ones are strong, but they're not hitting any of the units for 2 reasons. One, we've got Titan Channel, and they're also dazed. So, killing off these ones is important. So we only take 3 damage. But I think killing off one of these also important so that there's just less there. We want to take as little damage as possible. And we should be able to get Soul Guard out this turn on 2 casts. If we only have 1 cast, then we turn out equal. I don't want to turn out equal, so let's go ahead and heal one of those. Yeah, nice, okay. So we got the trial, and we got the money, and we took very little damage. Now we would have taken some of the damage we took during the fight anyway, but I think we would have, not all of it, I think some... Oh look, here you go. There's your Frost Totem action. Yeah, so the downside, one of the other downsides of Titan Channel, the bonus incants shards don't do anything. And so obviously Animus is going to be the strongest pick. Because, yeah, the inbuilt multi. If we start taking offering tokens, not offered cards. I want to get rid of the foregons. The other thing too is we kind of need to get something bottom floor to deal with the Scourge Birds. So we want to, like, probably a big sweeper plant. I don't think I want an extra razor sharp. Sounds blasphemous when you say it like that. I think I do. It's consume serve. Spikes on tanked up Frost Totem? No, because it doesn't have priority draw. It's the biggest issue with those two totems, the uncommon totems, is they don't have priority draw. So having them be a strategy in terms of like bottom level wave clear is really poor. Now Spikes on a Thorn Hollow is reasonable. We might get Scourges for a couple of turns, but then after that... one of the balance mods. I wouldn't mind if I had an abundance of time, or if Twitch was 100% capably supporting me and my lifestyle, then I'd probably spend some time and do the on-stream thing of looking at the balance mods and seeing how balanced they are. But from what I've heard of them so far, it's just mods that make the game easier for players. So... I don't know. And some of the changes weren't balance changes. They were straight up change these heroes and change these units and how they work mods, which is not what balance mods are supposed to do. Balance mods are supposed to balance numbers and things. When you change mechanics completely or change a unit to try and balance the win-loss ratio, that's not what a balance mod is. So it's a misrepresentation of a mod. Yeah, so something like changing the quick tome to 2-cost mana, that's a balance change. Or reducing the attack of a unit, or increasing the health of a unit. Stuff like that, all balance changes. Removing a mechanic from Seraph, even though we know Seraph the Impatient is a little bit overpowered, that's not balance. You know, or splitting that Seraph into 3 Seraphs, still, it's not balance. Giving one of the Hellhorned units multi-strike but less attack or something, not balance. You know? I kind of like this idea. It's not as good as a quick sweeping plant, but it's better than what we got. And we can always remove it if we get it's a good option. It's not the best option. If we get a sweep plant here, then we give that one stuff. Yeah, it's something to use the restores on. I don't want to go all out on the money on it though. But obviously want to put it in a position where it's probably not going to die straight away. But Wildwood Sap appears, that'll be a nice take. Yeah. Non-boss enemies get more attack. Oh, well, I want the unit, and I think we can deal with this. One of the issues, though, is we've got to put the heals on it on the floor that Soul Guard's not on. However, we're kind of okay with that. This is something that's really suckful for these guys. So when they rechange this, this now does actual damage as well as max hit point damage. So we would go down to 10 out of 63, which obviously is not mattering here, but it sucks. Like, it just sucks. Solgard's not dazed when he comes out of that, so all we need is a spell. And there was one hand where we draw no spells out of all that, which is like the lowest of odds, right? Need that anymore. With Wildwood Sap, you could knock... I mean, we've got an extra turn against Seraph because of the stun as well. So we've already got... We're getting a hit 15 hits in. So that's 3,000 damage. But because of the 210, you could come down to 182. Right? Which is 14 times playing a Razor Sharp, which is an extra 140 attack. Times 15 turns. So Titan Shield can actually solo Seraph. Or Titan Guard could solo Seraph. Can't clear waves though. We'd need to get Trample Tome, but... And it wouldn't quite be enough. That's interesting. All of these require... So one of the biggest issues is a lot of these cards now requiring something else on the floor. That one doesn't, but it's too expensive. Steel enhances sting. So I did think about Vine Mother because for the first few fights, a few turns, that's an incant that gets added to your hand after you've drawn. So it's a bonus card and it makes you draw extra next time. So for Soulguard getting the incants out, it's pretty strong. But we needed something to deal with bottom floor units. And the Thorn dude was there. So Sting still has that option, but I just think Resto Debt's too strong for that. The Thorn guy. If we're keeping him alive. Oh, there's our Shattered Shell. So we can go large. Siren on the top's good for damage though. But that's a much better solution for bottom floor. Where's large? A shell on top could work too. No, because we've got to wait for the Scourge Birds and there's curses. That's exactly why we want bottom floor. Yeah, Animus would have been the best play. So now we have to get something else that's going to attack up top. And sometimes it can be the Thorn guy, but not really. I have to see what we get from combat here. But this is definitely going to be large. Alright, so the kills are there straight away. And we re-roll. Quick. Okay, that's pretty much that. And now I almost want to get rid of Spiky Plant. And it's not bad. We only spent 25 gold on Spiky Plant. Did his job. It's fine. Take a plus 25 health on our sweeper now. Hey buddy, how you doing? Alright, so just so that you don't show up, I'm not sending him to the ranch. I'm going to give him a Thorned Hollow Bodyguard to look after him. And as you'll notice, specifically for dog grooming, there are no spikes below sort of shoulder height on the angels. There's all cuddly arms that give big hugs in the safety. Just ignore that. That's not a spike. He's going to get it removed. That way we can cuddle and love Doggo, and we can kill off all those bad angels. He'll jump. That's okay, he's already dead. He's a bone dog. If he does manage to catch a stray spike, it'll probably just go straight through, and, you know... That's a feature. That's a post afterlife saving feature. That way, if there's a mean angel is after him and he jumps into the awaiting back of Spike Hollow, he can just aim his rib cage at one of the spikes and try to like hook it. You know, like that game with the ring toss where you chuck the ring to try like quoits to try and get it. And then that way he doesn't have to get caught in the awaiting arms. He can just sort of land himself on Thorn Hollow's back as they run away. There you go. Afterlife saving feature. Did I just compare Bone Dog to... Damn straight I did. Brings loads of joy to everyone. And no runestone on Glacial Shield? I told you, I'm not wasting money on Glacial Seal. You don't have me fooled with your don't try to trick me, Plink's not the best card in the game. I still know you're part of chat. I see you there in the chat panel. Now it is Days Talos. Literally the worst Talos. That's debatable. There's worse Taloses. Who should not be allowed to play. However, we're quick, so we don't care. Days wears off at the end of the turn, right? It better. It wears off at the end of the turn. I'm gonna find out. That's gone. Nice. Man, I almost had a use for Glacial Seal, but I can't flash freeze it. Get him out next turn. Rest Odette is so good. 100%. Let's get out this turn. Oh man, she misses the kill. So sad. Talos is a meme. It's a 49. Ah, we actually rob ourselves of a turn, but we get extra turns of that. That's pretty worthwhile. Oh! Get wrecked! Wow! Who needs a soul guard? Is there an unleash? Is there a reason to unleash here? Apart from a 0-cost spell that we can incant with. Quick on Soul Guard. Top floor's dazed. So the only reason is to get an incant on top floor. We need to get a damage unit to go up with Soul Guard, because without a damage unit, we can't Razor Sharp, we can't Resto up top. So it's going to be hard to get him out. But other than that, I don't think so. Alright, take the Siren. We just go for multi. I think it has to be Siren here, right? We've got no other banners. We can't afford to wait. And that's about it. Oh, we do have one banner, but what else are we going to get? We're not going to get a plant. So probably the only better one could be Rage. But I think we're going to be wanting to go here anyway, right? Yep. Not just good enough, like it's pretty good. We definitely don't need a shark. We need something to go on the top floor that does damage. So we can give it multi-strike. Now, because we have to go top floor, I think capacity's the play. Wait, Soulguard's only a 2, isn't he? He's only a 2. Oh, we don't have to capacity. Oh, that's so good. For some reason I was thinking it was 3. Alright, so is it draw? It's a draw then, right? Yeah, it's a draw. Razor Sharp's so good on Siren as well because it doesn't do the health loss. This is definitely Stuart removal. Like we just don't want him. Alright, so 1990. I think this is the key to Titan Channel. I honestly think Light's Gift. That's the key to Titan Channel. You watch, there's gonna be people are gonna be getting Light's Gift and be like, yes, we can Titan Channel now, and then not get it. Do we care about these guys? We don't. I care about the money though. So instead of taking 6, we're going to take 8, but I just want to get one closer here, I think. Do I? Do I? Welcome back, Bonfire. No, I want to hit this guy. You solved the thing? That's good, dude. Almost need to give her some some razor sharps. How many shards does he need? Needs 10. And shards is ridiculous. Just gotta go for it then, I guess. This is why multi is so important, right? Oh, that Helical Crystallis now. Do we get 10? Get wrecked, nerds. I mean, I can put some razor sharps down here and help her clear the what? I'm going to take 2 lots of damage here too. There's nothing we can do about it. Might get a flash freeze for the back, but still. The correct play was Frost on my Siren at one stage. It doesn't sound right. Okay, I think we can use the new mechanic here. Well, they're not so new, but the most recent change mechanic here to help us. And I don't like it, but it doesn't matter what I like. So we'll use it to our advantage. That's a lot of output. That's a lot of output. I like a silence. Really good. Yeah, can of stings. Really solid for getting those incants. I think we're hunting for Felseal more than any other. Like, what else would we want? Nothing else. I don't want to hold over on something. Add a sting to the start of your hand. Or chance to silence Scourge birds. Oh man. That's a tough call. Is it though? It's got to be Thorn Fruit, right? Hold over Razor Sharp is always fun. That's true. I think it has to be Thorn Fruit here. Like it's a 0 cost incant every turn that is going to draw me a card next turn. Reroll for high roll. Sweeper, no sweeping. Enemy spell shield. I don't think we care. This explains your greater than 40% win rate. Wasn't it greater than 50% yesterday? you have a bad night? Okay, so we're in middle. Do we just want Stuart to get killed off? I think we do. Let's just kill him off. No question you're greater than 33% win rate? Okay. This is what we want to do. This is how we want to get this fight happening. We want it, you know. One of the downsides here about having this on this floor instead of having it where we wanted it is that we don't have any floor, like middle floor with one unit is good because then you can hit foregone powers on it. I definitely don't want to hit foregone powers on this guy to kill him because I want her getting the bonus kill damage, I guess. Feel greater than 27.5555 when it makes it to the VOD run. That'll damn you for the rest of time. Well, how confident are you that I win this? I'm going to save silent for the next... Oh, actually. I can save it for the boss. Oh no, they're all dazed. It doesn't matter. That guy hits us for very little. Do we care about him? Well, I don't want to frost here though. I could frost here and then heal. If we really want to get that, or I could just heal here. Probably this way, and I don't foregone power in case we get rid of the silence. Yeah, you got to get above 60 damage, but I remembered too, I don't care. Like, that was the other thing I remembered. I don't care. What we can do is we can also protect Shattered Shell by putting a Glacial Seal in front, because Glacial Seal no one cares about. I actually want to heal here, or heal. It's sweeper, so let's heal here. Let Siren go. She can always tank the other guy. Almost. I don't think we're worrying about draw. How dare you! How tiny. I like you. You chat good. Don't mind if you ask me a question? Sure. Wait, no, I don't mind. Ask away. You're simply the best. Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate the banter. You're welcome, man. Ask the question. No spell weakness on top? Not really. Don't want that, don't want that. Do we want more energy? Do you want this? I don't think we want any of these. Fine. I worked out how to Titan Shield. Don't really care. We want multi-strike, yeah. Plus a chance at a Fell Seal. Oh, Wing Steel? Heck yes. And we got a Sting coming every turn? You'd be bantering, but you have your cat on your lap, which is more important to your moment. That's a fair call, Spazzles. I mean, it's not a dog, but... yeah, cats are warm and fluffy too sometimes. Do you have a cat that's well behaved, or a cat that someone went, "It was a good little kitten," when it was a kitten? Okay, so we're in danger of leaking a lot. You have 4 cats of various levels of behavior. Oh, rescue cats are tough, man. You must have a lot of patience. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's true. Unless it's a really fat cat, right? But usually cats, you know, cats settle better than dogs. Like even Chili, you guys seen, you know, Chili's tiny. Yeah, after like 15 minutes, like I feel like I've got like concrete blocks on my legs. It's like they have some sort of gyroscopic destabilizer inside them that increases the Earth's gravitational pull while they sleep. I don't think we do either of these. And I don't think we need the extra armor from Seraph. Like, I'm pretty sure we've got the damage there. So it just comes down to hitting multi. And we do have the damage there. There is no need for it. Like, the damage is 100% there for Seraph. So the other option is capacity. Okay, so here's the hope and pray strat, which I don't like. The other option is capacity and take 2 of them. The downside of that is that it takes longer to draw plant, and we need plant to avoid getting scourges. On Seraphite, how often do the scourges come through though? Every turn except wave 4 and 6. Okay. So and that's the thing, if we have to take 2 of them, we might need to have the incant armor on them if we're going to be on middle floor. We do have 2 more Merchants of Steel to hit a single multi-strike though. How bad do we want to hit the Merchants of Magic? Not really. I don't think we need to get the +2 armor. I think we hit both Merchants of Steels. Oh, dang. Well, we have to hit this one. If we don't get it, okay. If the plan is to go here to get a multi, and we really need to get 2, we don't need 2 multis. 2 multis would be really nice. 1 multi's enough, and then we don't have to go this way to Hellvent. If we don't get a multi here, we have to take this one and we have to dupe. Okay. Are we going to need the extra turn to kill off? We are going to need the extra turn to kill that off. So we have to time this better. Okay. Care about that one. Okay. I think we're good. We're good. The way to create a black hole on the Earth would be to pay someone to keep a cat on there, because their mass drops. Nice. I like this. Probably should have silenced that guy first. And then we could have done 77 damage to idiot, but you know, I don't think that's an issue. Siren's not getting hit in. It's costing me incans. Straight up, right now. Just costing me incans. But every time I draw it, it costs me. Every time. So get your frost on. You know why cat ladies are always old? Because purring helps bone regeneration. Ah. So if crazy old cat ladies with like 50 cats around them just constantly getting stronger bones and never needing to get like hip replacements and stuff. It's interesting. Oh yeah, this is also really good against Consume Seraph, because... Oh, unless you're drawing too many, and then you don't get it. But you don't get into this situation, which this situation isn't actually bad, because we do this, right? We go... But the game doesn't let you play them fast enough, because whatever reason. I'm not going to prolong your suffering. I'll prolong yours though, you're a jerk. Wow, Soulguard's dying here. Okay. Okay. So it's the capacity backup play. The only other way around it is to get Sweeper up to 100 damage. Because we've got to get 15 stacks out. So the other option is get Soul Guard up to 190 damage and Siren up to 190 damage, and then they take out a gold wing each, gilded wing each. Well, they don't need to be that high. They need to be whatever the difference is between 190 and the Sweeper's damage. Yeah, it's pretty much not energy and it's not draw. So I don't. Well, I don't think it's energy. I don't think it's energy. Because that's the other option, is get Sweeper up higher. Like, if we get Sweeper up to like... Oh no, Soul Guard's going to be 210. But he takes 15 stacks to get out. So we possibly can do this on less. But it's just so risky. Especially if he's not out early. It's easier just to have 2 Sirens. Just hit multi. Just hit multi forehead. No! Frickin' hit the multi. So yeah, so Soul Guard can kill a Gilded Wing once we've released him. So worst case scenario, if we can't make this happen and we lose capacity, I think we just set up bottom mid then. The issue is though, if plant, we need to draw plant first. We don't have to, but we really want to. It's wave 4 is going to be the issue. Do I care about Pyre Wings? I don't. Plant takes care of this. As long as we don't turn 3 plant, which we can't because we haven't duped it. Oh, Pyre Wings, not Shade Wings? That's a little gross. I was thinking Shade Wings. But it's still fine. Top floor can't rip me. I wonder if we just don't play him. Don't play Shattered Shell. No, we're gonna need a Sweeper, right? Right? So the worst thing here is one of these floors has 3 big enemies. I wonder if we're putting her up top here. Instead of Siren. And we're just going to sweep her. Yep. Go away. Dang it. Okay, this is the lane that could get through. So how do we... I've got to get her over 115, which I don't think's happening. No, I don't. I've just got to get their damage low enough. Alright, so she already kills the front one. Eight razor sharps could kill one of the tanks. Or it could be really messed up if we don't get it. I think she's there though, right? Oh, it's gonna be so close. I think we're good though. Whew. Nope. Nope. We have some monies. We just need a multi-strike. We'll also take Fell Seal. Refusing to take with Guild Marker just... I think Guild Marker is a savings. I think even with the terrible attempt at mathematics on that 25%, it still might even be a savings. Okay. I wonder if I should have taken large on plant then. I wonder if we dupe the plant. No, we still dupe the Siren and try. And the problem with duping the Siren here is if we do lose capacity on top floor, we don't have the extra damage. We're not going to have the extra damage. Shattered Shell is not getting up high enough to kill, right? Okay. Because of the stings and the extra draw, I think I want to get rid of these. No, we're still going top floor with them. Not going to do the mid strategy. I think that fails. Endless on totem? No. It's a 4-wide frostbite account for free. It's not free. It cost me a card to draw it. And I don't mind that the first time because I was able to get rid of a spell. So I get to thin my deck by playing it. But not if I have to play it a second time. Maybe a little patient, I guess. What did I just consume? God damn it, Panz. Play the stings first. It's not going to matter. Play the stings first. I should play the siren first. I'm gonna stack the Frostbite on Seraph. I don't have to stack the Frostbite on Seraph. This one is over. In fact, I don't even think I have to play any more cards. I might have to play a couple more cards. We'll get ahead of ourselves, man. Let's actually, I don't want her dying because she's killing off those. Probably should. It doesn't matter. I think that's a bug or unintended. You don't have to. You can wait. After you play the offering card, you draw, and you can wait before you discard. And if it's the third card, you'll draw. And then you get to actually discard the card that Winged Steel's drawing, which shouldn't happen because that shouldn't draw until your third card is completely resolved, which includes discarding the card from the offering token, then drawing afterwards. Yeah, so, whoops. I'll get over it. She gets this kill. Everything dies. I don't care. So, what we do is we play 1, 2, offer is third, draw the draw, wait for it, draw the extra card, and then discard. Yeah, that definitely should do that. That's right. You can definitely use it to your advantage, though, with a bit of patience. We could leak here, but we have a lot of health. Seraph's got to go down the bottom, so it's not like we can get another Lightwing. And we just need to draw into a Flash Freeze. There we go, like that. So that one's not killing that. Okay. Taking damage, Panz. Rude. Balance that out a little bit. The second card drawn is the offering card, not the Winged Steel card. Okay. Either way, the Winged Steel is still drawing before it resolves. Because if the first card is the Winged Steel card, it shouldn't be drawing until after I've discarded. Consume restores, not stings. No. Advise in... give reasoning behind plays in full sentences because you think this is a better reason or that is a better reason. Do not just straight up backseat. To which my answer, no matter what you say, would still be no. I don't want to fill my decks up even bigger. Unless you were to say, because then the ratio of sting cards to to blight cards, scourge cards, blight cards would be less. See, that would be a good reason to say, yep, play restores so that we consume those. Yeah. So while I agree with your instructions, only because afterwards we had to work it out. Whereas if you just sort of said, yeah, if you consume the restores... No, it doesn't. It doesn't change the ratio because we're still consuming one card and increasing the card pool by 1. So it makes no difference except for 10 damage. Makes no difference. Yeah, that's right, Thardox. See, that's why we keep talking about... That's why if you want to sit there and bark orders, go to another streamer that's going to ban you for backseating. If you want to say, hey, I think this is a good idea because of this, then we can talk through it. And if it works out that it is a good idea, then we're all better players. If it works out that it's not a better idea, then at least we have an answer for that. And if it's something that you've been doing for a long time, maybe you become a better player. Usually it's I'm going to become a better player, and I appreciate that. Like, I want to become a better player. But we need reasoning behind instructions, not just, streamer, do my thing. Do my thing. If I consume the restores, would I be able to play more spells per round due to more 10-card hands due to the 1+ draws of Sting? Maybe. That could be a good reason. And yes, Rufus, you shouldn't be able to you shouldn't be able to draw until draw the Winged Steel until you shouldn't be drawing 2 cards. You should only be drawing 1. So the logic behind the Winged Steel draw is that you play the card. I wish I had a playing card. I got a business card. Okay, so you take the 3rd card and you play it. You go, and you throw it on the board in disgust. It's played, but it's not resolved. And now you go, Winged Steel, I just played the 3rd card. And Winged Steel says, but you haven't resolved it. And we say, yeah, but you say played. So Winged Steel says, fine, here's a card. Right? And now... whatever offering token says, hey, I'm drawing you a card. So now you get the offering token card, and now you have to discard. Right? However, Your Honor, jury, officers of the court, the screen comes up that says choose a card to discard. Right? So if what's happening is you're getting the Winged Steel card first, why is it telling me to discard before it's given me the card? Because it says... Oh, where's the thing? Draw 1, discard 1. Not discard 1, draw 1. So why is the choose a card to discard coming up before I've drawn my card? And what's worse is you can pick the one to discard before you get that one. So you think it's a bug with the offering screen interaction popping before the offering card is drawn. Okay. So when we, and this is something that I don't think we pay attention to when we just play offering token, especially because we're fairly experienced with the game, right? Most of us here. We play the offering token, we know what's going to happen, we kind of wait. Does the discard screen pop up if you just play an offering token without Winged Steel? Or is it something to do with having Winged Steel that makes that interact poorly? Now, if back to the argument though of the playing, I can see an argument to say Winged Steel triggers when you play the card. However, I don't like that. And this is from my experience in a lot of other card games where cards need to resolve. And most card games, especially digital ones, and I'm sure there's arguments about, there'd definitely be arguments throughout the history of Magic over what's happening. It becomes really hard if something's supposed to interrupt something else while you're waiting for that resolution. But this one seems strange. I think it's amplified by the screen popping up early. The discard screen. But I feel like this one could be you draw the card, you discard the card, and then you get the Winged Steel. I don't know. I definitely think you could argue both sides. So if we accept the fact you can argue both sides, then we can say it's working as intended in terms of the draw and discard. So it's now a visual bug only. Yeah, I think so too, Rufus. There's definitely a visual bug there. Either way, there's a visual bug because the screen pops up early, right? And it just comes down to game rule set. Where does something happen? It doesn't say draw a third when the card is played and resolved. It just says when you've played a third card. But just from my experience, the playing of the card returns something. Something happens when you play a card. You play a card and the stuff that is on the card happens. So the resolution kind of happens with that. So Magic the Gathering would depend on the wording. Obviously, yeah, it comes down to wordings. Magic the Gathering would do it the wrong way, as is tradition. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. And this year's world champion would have sort of forced their opinion on how it goes to judges at their table and their opposition. And possibly flip-flopped their opinion on it depending on what favoured them, right? All while palming a card and like just deliberately flaunting rules, yeah? As is tradition, of course. Yes, I agree. The Monster Train rule set are poorly spelled out. I'm okay with poorly spelled out rules. What I really... Because you can learn them. You can be like, why did this happen? Someone explains it to you and you go, that's really not explained well. But, okay, I can see the reasoning behind it. I'll just have to remember next time. And then you get to another situation where you go, oh, well, if this happened with this one, this is how it's going to happen with this one. And it doesn't. And you're like, well, why does this happen like this? Oh, because of blah, blah, blah. It's like, but that completely contradicts this one. Yeah, it's inconsistent. Ah, inconsistencies. Right.